of I have a meeting of the think tank of the Ministry of Cow Protection and Animal and Agriculture. Hare Krishna. You're just in time. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitangscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. And from Sri Gauranga Lila Smarana Mangala Stotram, Angi Kurvan Nija Sukha Karim Radhika Bhava Kantim Mishrabase Sulalita Vapur Gauravarno Hariryaha Palistrinam Sukhamavidadat Kelayam Asavalye Vandeham Tam Kanakavapusham Prangane Ringamanam. I offer respects to the Lord with golden body, who with golden complexion and graceful body, accepting the complexion and mood of Radha, to give joy to himself, gave joy to the village women of his childhood play, crawling in the yard of Jagannath Mishra's house. Angi kurvan nija sukha karim. Nija sukha karim, for his own pleasure, radhika bhava kantim, with the complexion of the mood of Radha, Mishrabase, in the residence of Mishra, Su Lalita Vapu, Sulalita Vapu, a body which is Sulalita, graceful, yeah. Gora Varna, of course, means golden colored. Hari, the Lord, Yaha, who is. Palli Strinam, Sukham Abhidadat, he who gives pleasure or gave pleasure, happiness, Sukham, to the Palli Stri, to the ladies of Palli. I'm not sure. It says here of his childhood play. Kelayam asabalye, playing, kelaya, asa, doing the playing, balye, in his childhood. Bandeham, I offer obeisance, tam, to him, kanaka vapusham, whose body is golden, prangane, ringamanam. Ringamanam, I'm guessing, means crawling, and prangane, crawling on his knees. I don't know. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
Very much. I think your sound is a little low. Is it maybe sound for musicians?
Oh, I don't know why it says musicians on, and I'm not able to turn it off.
Yeah, for me it's the same actually, so I don't know, maybe Dharmagupta will be able to help.
Oh, Dharmagupta, help, help, help. Is he there? Doesn't seem to be there. Alas and alack. Yes, I also hardly hear. So I think this is the problem, because otherwise everything else seems to be okay. But for some reason it won't turn off the musician sound. Let's see if I can find some trick down here. Chat, share, apps, record, interpretation, more. Docs, notes, whiteboards, meeting, transfer meeting. Reset to default. Maybe we should try that. What happens if we do that? No, that's just, no, that doesn't affect that. Okay. If I speak like this, how is it?
Wow. It's wonderful.
That's better?
Yes, much better.
Okay, I have to, maybe if I put this up here.
Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you so much.
How's that? Is it okay now?
Parfait.
Parfait. Okay, well, we're going on music sound, so maybe we should just sing. All right, let me see. First of all, I wanted to, oops, not there anymore. Okay. Let me move here and see. who is with us. So many devotees this time. Oops. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's read Chaitanya Mangala, shall we? Why not? Everybody says, yeah! Okay, first I have to find it. Chaitanya Mangala, there we go. And I think we end it there. And we move this a little up. Okay. Then we go back here and do this. And then we get this. There we go. Shri Chaitanya Mangala ki jai. Lochandas Thakur ki jai. So Lord Chaitanya, little Nimai, has appeared. He has taken birth, as we say, taken birth. Received birth, taken birth. After 10 months, or in the 10th month of Mother Shachi's pregnancy. And now everyone is admiring this beautiful baby. The last verse we read, Unnata nasika tilakusuma jiniya jholamala gora unga kirana amiya. His raised nose is like a sesame flower. Maybe someone can find out what a sesame flower looks like. His fair limbs are like a flood of nectar light. Jalamala, Gora Anga Kirana, Amiya. And we decided that Amiya is the comparison like. It's like a kirana, I think, is like a ray of light. Okay, today, starting with 65, Adhara Aruna, Adhara Aruna Ara Charuganda Duty Shundara Chibuka Daki Utaye Piriti. Gazing at his red lips, splendid graceful cheeks and graceful chin, I feel great love arise within me. So this is Jagannath Mishra speaking. And the word adhara is translated as lips. I believe it technically means the lower lip, but it seems to always imply both lower and upper lips. Aruna is the rising sun. Aracharu Ganda Duty. Let's see. Charu, I guess, is graceful here. And Ganda, cheeks and graceful chin. I don't know. Duty usually means shining, splendid, yes. Sundar Chibuk. Chibuk would mean cheeks, yes. I think, unless it's chin. No, Chibuk must be cheeks. Must be. If it isn't, it should be. Daki utaye piriti. And there's a stretched priti, becomes piriti. uttaye, arises. So I feel great love arise within me. Simha griva gajaskandha vishala hridoy ajanulambita bhuja tanurasamoy. His neck is like a lion's neck, Singha griva. His shoulders are like an elephant's shoulders, Gaja skanda. His chest is broad. Vishala means wide. And Hridaya usually means heart. He's translating as chest, which makes sense in this context. His arms reach to his knees, ajanulambita. Now, I've always wondered about this. Whether it really means reaching to the knees or it simply means reaching, that they're long. Because if they're reaching all the way to the knees, if you're standing up straight, you will look, I think, very strange. Like a monkey. But, I mean, the word, so janu would mean knees, and ajanu normally would mean up to the knees. But I think we have to take it in a loose sense, not too technically. The jackals are out singing already. They have their kirtan. Bhujatanu. Okay, ajanulambita bhuja. Bhuja, of course, is arms, and then tanu is body. What is his body? Rasamoya. It is constituted of rasa. Vishala nitamba uru kadali sejena aruna kamaladala dukani charana. His hips are broad. Vishala nitamba. His thighs, uru, are like banana trees, kadali. His feet, charana, are like two red lotus petals. So, kamaladala is lotus petal. Dala is petal or a leaf. Aruna, red or reddish. Dukani, and that apostrophe is replacing, I believe, it's replacing I, so it would be dui kani. And kani, we mentioned this before, it means something kind of delicate and small, I believe. Something which is counted also. So two lotus feet, charana. And charana can mean that which goes, but it seems to always refer to blessed feet, not ordinary feet. Dvaja varjankusha shepankaja padatole rata chatra chamara shashtik jambupale urdhareka trikona kunjara kumbhavare shaba aparupa rupa amiya ugare. So this is a list of marks on the feet. On his soles are the marks of a flag, Dvaja, thunderbolt, Varja, elephant control stick, Ankusha, lotus, Pankaja, Padatale means on the bottom of the feet. The tala means surface, on the surface of the feet. Then chariot is Rata, Chatra, parasol, or umbrella. Chamara is chamara, swastika is swastika, jambu fruit is jambu pale. Urdhva reka. Reka means a line, and urdhva means up, so an upward line. Trikona is a triangle, 3 corners. Kunjara is an elephant, and Kumbhavare, I guess, Kumbhavara, an excellent kumbha, I think. Excellent water pot. No form is like his. His form is the sweetest nectar. Shab aparupa rupa amiya ugare. Okay, we have amiya again, the comparison. And Sabha is all aparupas. I guess it means like all others are, in comparison to this rupa, all others are aparupa. They are unformed, anti-form, bad form, something. And this ugare, I don't know. His form is the sweetest nectar. Nectar? Ugare? Ugara. This I don't know. Okay, this, today we'll just do up to 74, I think. Hano adbhuta rupa pritibiramaje maharaja rajarika lakkhana viraje. Never had such a wonderful form come to the earth. His glory is more than the glory of the greatest kings of kings. So Hano means such. So such a wonderful adbhuta rupa form. Pritivir Majye. This Majye is from Sanskrit Madhye. Madhye means in the middle, or it means amidst, or in this case on the earth. And Pritivi is earth, and Pritivir is of the earth. So in the middle, you could say in the middle of the earth, but it just means on the earth. Maharaja Rajadika. So we have great king of kings, Adika, greater, beyond the king of the great kings. You could say like that. Lakshana viraje. Lakshana is features. Okay, glory. Viraje, I think is like shines. Indra, Chandra, Brahma, Adi, Jokta, Devagana, Prithvi, Aila, Shabe, Kotuka, Karana. Indra and Chandra, as well as many devas, Gandharvas, and Kinnaras, all came then to the earth. Why did they become filled with such bliss and wonder? So, Indra, Chandra, Brahma, Adi. the translation adds a few specifics, Gandharvas and Kinnaras. But it's just Adi Devagana. Prithivi, Aila, they came to the earth. Sabe, Kotuka Karana, for a karana, a cause, which is Kotuka, which is wonderful. I don't know why he makes it a question. Why did they become filled with such bliss and wonder? 72, moving on. Nayane lagila shobara amiya anjana chira anurage kore priya dorajana. Every eye became anointed with nectar. With eternal love, everyone gazed at dear Lord, Gora. So nayane, in the eyes. Lagila, began to happen. Shobar amiya anjana. So anjana is an ointment. And amiya, that we've been seeing, means, well, that was amiya. I don't know if it's the same thing. Amiya is without, it's a short A. So maybe amiya means amrita. I'm guessing, because every eye became anointed with nectar. Amrita, that's possible. Chira anurage kore priya darshana. So, with eternal love, chira means, well, it means more like a long time. It translates as eternal. Everyone gazed, darshana, with love, priya. Wait, anurage, with love, kore, priya, the beloved. So they viewed the beloved, priya, Gauranga. Janamatra balaka, hoila jedeka, Kottakala chilo jena purushera shaka. How long did the people gaze at the newborn infant? Gaze at him as if he were a very old friend. Kotokal, so that is a question. Koto is how many or how long, how much. Kotokal, how much time? Chila is the past tense to be, so was. Jena Purusher Shaka. Saka is friend. So like a friend of Purusha, literally of a man, translated as old friend, like old friends. So janma matra, just from the just born, I think, janma matra, balak, just born child, hoila jedeka, there happened, hoila jedeka, this viewing. How long were they viewing? As if they were old friends. Protyange amiya shanchaye rashi rashi nirakite noyone hridoye hanobashi. His every limb was a great flood of nectar. In their hearts, what did the people feel as they gazed at him with their eyes? So prati ange means in every limb. Amiya, we have that word again. We decided means amrita. Shanchai, spreads, I think. Rashi. Rashi is, I think, like an accumulation, a lot of something. An abundance, I think. Nir akite noyane hridoye hanobasi. In their hearts, what did the people feel? So he's again making it a question, which I'm not sure quite how. Hridoye, in the hearts, hano, such, basi. Basi could be resident, a resident in the heart, in the eyes. I don't know, what is this? Nirakite. Nirakite. Feeling. This I don't know. Okay, let's stop there and just sing these 10 verses, 65 to 74. Shall we? Okay, Gita, are you gonna play Mridanga? Okay, and we have, I think we still have the music mode on because we were not able to change it, so off we go. Singhagriva Gajaskanda Vishala Hridoya Ajanudita Bhujadhanu Rasamoya Skanda Vishala Hridoya Dhanu Vishala Niktamba Aru Kadali Sejena Aruna Kamala Dala Dukkani Charana Vishala Varjan Kusha Se Pankacha Padatame Rata Chatra Chamara Swastika Jambutale Varjan Kusha Padatame Urdhareka Trikona Kuncharat Kumavare Shava Upa Rupa Amiya Udare Urdhareka Shava Appa Rupa Rupa Ano Adbhuta Rupa Prithivira Madhe Maharaja Radhikita Lakshana Viraje Indraj Chandra Brahma Adi Jata Devada Prithvi Aila Shabde Kotu Kakara Indra Chandra Prithvi Aila Shabde Kotu Kakara Nayane Lagila Shabar Amiya Anjana Chira Anuga Kare Priya Darashana Chira Anuga Janma Matra Balaka Oila Jedeka Katakal Shila Jena Purushena Sakya Oila Jedeka Katakal Shila Jena Purushena Sakya Pratyange Aniya Sanchaye Rashi Rashi Nirakite Nayane Ride Henabasi Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Gor, Hari Gor, Hari Gor, Hari Gor. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Lokchandas Thakur ki jai. Gaur Premanande. So we still cannot turn this musicians thing off. Let's see if Dharma Gupta came back.
I'm here, Guru Maharaj, but I can't do anything from my side. It's on every participant's side to switch on and off things. I don't have any restrictions. I mean, any restrictions in place for these features.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. So we all seem to have the same thing. Everyone has original sound for musicians on and cannot change it. Is that right? Others have this same thing? No, only I have it. Oh. Well, I don't know. Yeah, technical things. When they work, they're great. When they don't work, we want to curse them.
Guru Maharaj, when I click on top of the screen, I can toggle between on and off easily. So I don't know. It's
yeah, but I cannot. It's just not. I've done it so many times before, and it was never a problem. So I don't know. Okay. It is what it is. Okay, greetings. Welcome everyone again. Special greetings to Adelina Turku. Hare Krishna, welcome.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, you're in Timisoara?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. It's been a long time since I visited Timisoara. Like decades. Anyway, nice, welcome.
Thank you.
So today, as I mentioned before, we're going to go a bit shorter because I have another meeting coming up this evening. I have a book to show, a new book. This few days ago, Navina Nirada Prabhu came to visit me, excuse me, and he very kindly gave me his new book, The Nectar of Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Actually, no, it's Sankirtanamrita, The Nectar of Sri Krishna Sankirtan. And this is his book about distributing books. So I wrote an endorsement of the book, which he printed kindly, and this is what I wrote. What more seasoned distributor of Srila Prabhupada's books than Navina Nirada Das is there, to whom we should listen attentively on all things Sankirtan? So I start with a rhetorical question. We who know him personally know that Navina Nirada is a model of one who walks his talk. And now, in book form, we are blessed with the fullness of his talk on the ins and outs of Sankirtan at our fingertips. But be forewarned, after reading this book, you might become like him, a spiritual activist whose only care is to inspire anyone and everyone to receive the spiritual wisdom and vision that constitute Srila Prabhupada's books. Then what will become of you? So, let's see some of his chapter titles. He dedicates the book to all Sankirtan devotees and sincere seekers. So, the book has several chapters and divided in parts. The first part is Sankirtan philosophy, the what and the why. Next part is called How to Distribute Books. So he's like, and there are 8 chapters to that part before going out, and then the 4 laws of book distribution. Nowadays we get everything in numbers. 4 of this, 8 of that, 10 of the other. So now I can't resist. I need to find out what are the 4 what are the 4 laws? Do you want to hear the 4 laws of book distribution? Okay. First law, strong sadhana. Second law, get books. It's hard to distribute books if you don't have any books. So get books. Third law, the more you show, the more you sell. And the 4th law is organize. I think Vaisheshika Prabhu talks about this in his book, doesn't he? The Family Business, yeah. So he's drawing from that. Yeah, so that's part 2, and then third part, Sankirtan and the Inner Life, which has 2 parts. One is growth, and the other is obstacles on Sankirtan. Then the next part is called Vision and Leadership, and here he has 2 parts, organization and servant leadership. And then finally he has what he calls the bonus track. First, Sankirtan stories and reflections, then in memoriam, and finally Sri Shikshastakam. And there is an epilogue after this. So it's a nice, handy size of book, I would say. And it's nice, it's hardbound. So this will be available, or it is available. And it's a dangerous book, right? Have you been reading any of it yet? Oh, okay. Munindragan is right here. He's been going and distributing books, Bengali books to the Bengalis. Does he speak Bengali? Not a word. Does it matter? Not really. He just smiles, right? And smiles some more and shows them. He doesn't even know what the titles of the books are that he's distributing. I told him what they are. They're small books. What was your biggest donation so far? 500. Wow, 500 rupees for such a small book. Very good. Okay. Chitra Vilasini, your hand is up.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Hare Krishna devotees. I just reading about the musician Toggle. That it seems to be an update. They've removed it from where you could normally switch it on and off, but they're saying it's still down where the microphone where you mute and unmute yourself. There's a little arrow, and on that arrow it can be clicked on and off. I don't know if I'm trying it. I don't know if mine is controlled because I'm part of the group now, but maybe it can be toggled on and off from this little arrow by the mute
Thank
button.
you. I'm just looking.
Under microphone modes, it's in the list there, down there.
Noise removal, personalized audio isolation. Original sound from musicians. No, it still says it's on. Maybe I just need to update my Zoom program.
Yeah, they're saying people are mentioning it. I've just looked because they've updated it and taken that thing away, it seems, which is upsetting quite a lot of people.
Okay. Well, we won't do that now because we're in the midst of things, but I'll do it after. But thank you. Mangala Chandrika, your hand is up.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Tirtharaj has an announcement, if
Acha.
pulling him in.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
This is at my humble obeisances. So actually the announcement is not only from my side, it's the announcement on behalf of the Vyasa Puja organizing team. So yeah, something special is happening next week. So the Vyasa Puja organizing team volunteered me to just say a few words to introduce. And it's a very small offering, very short offering on behalf of the entire team. And we took the inspiration from Wishing Well Wisher, you being the wishing well and our well wisher. So the entire team took some time to write some poetry that will be performed in rap mode by Bhakti Neshila. So we have this is the image. We will send you afterwards the PDF with the whole content for you. And maybe Vrajatoshina, we can see the next slide. Just the whole point. So the inspiration was that the starting letter of each stanza was when connected, it becomes a wishing well. So each of us from the organizing team took some time to write individually few words in this format. And I'm not going to speak anymore because we will hear some recitation, some rap. So Bhakti Neshila, whenever you like.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj and devotees. So yes, thank you very much for devotees to involving me. I didn't write anything, I would just perform. So okay, I decided that I will not play music because it won't be adjusted. So basically, we can start in 1 second. Wonderful Spirit, helping us to grow, surrendered fully, letting pure love to flow, interested exclusively in guidance from divine. You teach us how relations are our lifeline. Surrender at your lotus feet. Your teaching turns to nectar sweet. Humble in your greatness, yet your wisdom rings a bell. Your presence blooms the light where shadow used to dwell. In the early morning hour when dawn unfolds her golden light, I behold my master rising heart absorbed in pure delight. Noble in your presence, a true gentleman in all you do, nurturing every seeker's heart, inspiring us to walk anew. Gracefully lighting every step we take, giving strength and courage with every choice we make. Warrior with the sword of wisdom that you are on a spiritual path, easily cutting into pieces our obstacles like applied mat. Eager to serve and eager to grow through you, Prabhupada's instruction flow, leading with kindness wherever we roam, letting pure bhakti make every heart home. Light up the love lamp in our hearts, lot of wisdom you impart, and just like you, we become very smart. That's right.
Happy birthday, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Happy birthday, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you. I appreciate. I was not expecting, and we had a party a few months ago, didn't we? But I guess what to do. Okay, I'm speechless. I'm not a rapper, so if I could do a spontaneous response rap, I would. But okay, thank you. Good. Okay. So then, let's see. I think our next topic is Rajatoshini. Are you there?
Yes, Gurudev, I'm here.
You had a question, didn't you?
I did have a question. So I was reading, I'm going to pull up my screenshot. I had a question about, I'll read the paragraph that I have a question about, I guess, to give everyone else context, and then I'll ask my question. So in the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, it says the 4 Yuga avatars are also described in Srimad Bhagavatam. In Satya Yuga, the incarnation of God is white. In Treta Yuga, he is red. In Dvarpa Yuga, he's blackish. And in Kali Yuga, he is also blackish, but sometimes in a special Kali Yuga, his color is yellowish, as in the case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I was just wondering, if you could tell us more about this blackish form of the Lord in Kali Yuga, because it seems like the mood of the Lord is so intrinsic to his color. And I was just wondering, what is so special about this Kali Yuga, and why is it so special? I mean, obviously Lord Chaitanya makes it special, but why this Kali Yuga that the Lord chose to descend and not some other Kali Yuga? So I was just kind of curious about this blackish form and what makes this Kali Yuga so special.
Okay, so then I sent your question to Avadhuta Rai because that's the sort of thing he likes to get into. Are you there, Avadhuta Rai?
Hare Krishna, my humble obeisances.
You are. Okay. And he sent in written form about 3 hours of answer.
Oh, wow.
I could forward that answer, then she can read it.
So I don't think we're going to get into all of that, but maybe as I responded to you, Avadhuta Rai, you could, make a couple of points briefly, and then, maybe we can make available what you sent me, the written thing. Okay?
Sounds perfect.
Well, about this special avatar of Lord Chaitanya, he is actually Swayam Bhagavan, as I understood. He's Swayam Bhagavan, he's Krishna himself. And of course, Krishna is blackish, but then when he takes the mood of Srimati Radharani, the compassion, her mood, then he changes his color. He becomes just yellow, like Radharani.
But I think the specific question is
The blackish form.
the blackish
want
form in Kali Yuga. Who is that?
In the Lagu Bhagavatamrita, I read that actually that's sometimes a Jiva, Shakti Avesha avatar, and sometimes it is a plenary portion of Vishnu. So it seems sometimes is Vishnu, sometimes is Shakti Avesha avatar, and he does not distribute love of God, Krishna Prema, like this time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He also chants the holy name, but actually he only can give mukti. So it is it is up to the giver what we can get. Like Lord Chaitanya is mentioned to be Mahavadanyaya avatar, the most merciful. And because he gives Krishna Prema, but this other one who comes 999 times in the different Kali Yugas, it's one day, and one day have of Brahma 1,000 Chatur Yugas. So that means 999 times comes that blackish form of Chaitanya. But one time only this Chaitanya of golden form. So that
So the question remains, why does he choose this particular Kali Yuga to appear as Gauranga Mahaprabhu? Why is it this one? How come we're so lucky?
How come we are so lucky? It seems to me that there is a certain schedule when Lord Chaitanya comes at the 28th
A schedule.
schedule. That only that I could.
It's just we're on schedule. We're in the right place at the right time. Prabhupada says Lord Chaitanya appears within the memory of us all. So I take that to mean sort of cultural memory. 500 years is kind of cultural memory. Cultures kind of remember, in a sense, back that much and not much more. Anyways, so good. Okay. Rajatoshini, did that get any closer to your question?
Yes. Just seems like you said we're in the right place at the right time. And
we're in the right place in the right time, and that means we're very fortunate.
Yes. Take advantage of this special Kali Yuga.
And why? You can, there's kind of an endless, infinite regress of why. Why are we fortunate? And of course, the answer is there's no answer to that, because the answer is ahaitu. Hetu means cause, and causeless is ahaitu. Ahaitu bhakti. Which means at some point we have to kind of let go of wanting explanations and just celebrate. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
That was a kind of no answer. Okay, let's see. Dira Lalita says, you have a poem to read.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj and God
Hare.
family. I have a poem. I just also want to wish you happy Vyasa Puja and happy birthday. And
Thank you.
here is the cake for you that
Oh,
Hemanta decorated for you.
wow.
And our lovely Rajat, and it's vegan cake.
Wow.
And the icing is all vegan and healthy. I wish
Yeah.
I could send you some.
Yeah, some sort of mystical transfer through Zoom.
To Zoom, we should maybe ask Chitra Vilasini to research. Maybe it's possible to send some cake over there through Zoom.
Yeah.
I also wanted to say that Raja Toshani put together this little slide that we put together, and she did all the work. I was inspired by you as a writer. Before I wrote my a little reflection that's further away from being anything as good as it should be, as one can write. But I wrote a little poem. It's called My Teacher as a Writer. In fields of quiet contemplation, you reside, a guiding light with wisdom's flowing tide. Not just by voice, but through each written line, you share the essence of that path divine. With ink as timeless as the truths you teach, your words are bridges that the spirit can reach. From simple pages, deepest mysteries arise, reflected glory in a seeker's eyes. The world's illusion in your prose made clear, dispelling shadows, conquering all fear. A trusted author in a world of noise, you point the way to lasting inner joys. May we, your readers, learn the art to be a living testament to clarity. And in your journey, and in our journey from the self set free, recall the gift of your profound legacy.
Hare Krishna, thank you. It's quite something, actually, I think, writing poetry, especially rhyming poetry in a language which is not your mother language. Some of you, I've seen many devotees are able to do that, and it's quite amazing, quite nice. Yeah.
I'm happy that you like it. It does take time, and it's a lot of fun searching for words that rhyme, but also that you want to convey what you want to write, and then to find the right word. And because it's not mother tongue, it takes some time, but it's also fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, I just noticed today is November 29th. That means tomorrow is November 30th, right? And that means, what does that mean? That means the next day is December 1st, right? Was there something about December 1st that was significant for concern? I'm just bringing this up because writing was mentioned. Rasodhani says 31 texts so far. How many of us are here in this group? 69? Wow. Oh, I see. Mangala Chandrika says we still have time until tomorrow midnight. So that means tomorrow there's going to be another 38, maybe? Writing? Okay, we will see.
I have unfinished second one. Is that possible?
You wrote a second one?
unfinished second one.
An unfinished second one. Well, okay, that's nice, but you might have to choose which one you want.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, I look forward to reading what you all have written. Okay, now for just a few minutes, what I was thinking to do is there's a really quite nice PowerPoint series, quite thorough series, done by Srimati Urmila Devi, my god sister, and it's quite some time ago she shared with some of us, and I thought, well, I think it's worthwhile that we spend some time with this topic. Nectar of Devotion is, after all, Srila Prabhupada's, as he called it, summary study of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. I may have mentioned to you, we're expecting very soon to see in print the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu in full, in 5 volumes, published by the Australian BBT. I'm just getting this ready here. Let's get this. Okay. And yeah, Prabhupada called it our law book. And so it's good to revisit. And I think this helps to get a grasp, an overview. So, where am I here? Here we are. And I'm jumping. She has PowerPoints for the entire book, but I've decided, for no special reason, to jump to her explanation of chapters 6 through 8, and over time we may move through more of these PowerPoints. So just for a short time, because as I said, I'm going to end earlier today. Now, it's a bit confusing, it can be confusing. The Nectar of Devotion, Prabhupada calls his summary study, and his chapter numbering is different from Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Now there's another book which explains how they're both connected, and that is Damodar Swami's book, Waves of Devotion. So if you want to study Nectar of Devotion in relation to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that's a very good help, I would say. But some of this relating is also done by Urmila Devi in her PowerPoints. Okay, here she says, this chapter initiates a new section in Nectar of Devotion. It is a list of 64 ways to practice pure devotional service, sadhana bhakti. So prior to this, chapters 1 through 5, basically it's Rupa Goswami introducing what is bhakti, what is pure devotion, and what are the results of pure devotion, and so on. And he introduces sadhana bhakti, and then here he starts to itemize. He goes through one after another 64 items. So one thing I like about the PowerPoints is she brings in lots of nice illustrations. Some of them are rather humorous. Okay, this is an overview. So the chapter numbers on the right are Srila Prabhupada's book, Nectar of Devotion. And then on the left, we have the list of these 64 items, how they're divided up in these chapters. You can see that. Okay, then little further explanation. So there's 1 through 10. These are primary regulative principles. 11 through 20, secondary. Actually, the 11 through 20, I think, are all in the form of things to not do. So things to do, things not to do. And then 21 through 64 are other activities, more things to keep you busy in sadhana bhakti. And here's another, let me get this a little bigger. Another way it's charted. So here, 20 items on the left. Now she calls these primary importance. 10, yes, here it is. 10 things to do and 10 things not to do. And then 44 additional items, 21 through 59 items of sadhana, and then 60 through 64, 5 most effective items. We might wonder, why not put the most effective items in the beginning? Because then we might not care about the rest of them. We might just stop with the first 5. Well, if they're the most effective. Okay, chapter 6. And then a summary. And here she's quoting Srila Prabhupada. Srila Rupa Goswami proposes to mention only basic principles, not details. For example, a basic principle is that one has to accept a spiritual master. Exactly how one follows the instructions of spiritual master is considered a detail. Okay, principles and details. And when we get this 5-volume Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, then we'll be able to see the precise Sanskrit that Rupa Goswami uses for these expressions. What does he mean by principle, or what word does he use? What word does he use for detail? Okay, preparatory. As explained in the definition of pure devotional service, bhakti is an activity cultivated shilanam in 2 ways: positive, pravritti, and negative, nivritti. So the famous verse referred to here, the definition, anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmanyanavritam anukulyena krishna-nushilanam bhaktir uttama. Yes. Yeah, so that's all packed into one Anushtup verse. First 10 items are pravritti. Now this could be a little confusing because this is not about pravritti marga and nivritti marga. Pravritti marga is, you can say, the way of worldly engagement, and nivritti is disengagement. But here the words are different. Whoops, this is spelled wrong. Let's fix that. Okay, so doing these things strengthens one's underlying foundation of pure devotional service. And then the nivritti, things to avoid, without avoiding these things, one's devotional foundation will become corrupted. That's spelled wrong. I'm doing a little editing of her thing here. Corrupted and decay. Okay. Altogether, these first 20 items build and maintain the underlying foundation of pure devotional service by instilling a devotional disposition in the heart and protecting against non-devotional inclinations. These 20 items prepare the ground for effectively practicing the other parts of sadhana. Now here I might mention, and this is something you may already know, there are two kinds of sadhana. There's vaidhi sadhana and there's raga-anuga sadhana. They're both sadhana. They're both means for attaining sadhya. Sadhya means that which is attained by sadhana. Altogether, Srila Rupa Goswami mentions 20 items, and they're all very important. Out of the 20, the first 3, namely accepting the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, taking initiation from him, and serving him with respect and reverence are the most important. Okay, out of these 64, 5 items, namely, okay, this jumps, I guess, to the very end. 5 items, namely, worshiping the deity, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, associating among the devotees, Sankirtan, and living in Mathura are very important. And that's going to be discussed in chapters 12 and 13. 64 items should include all of our activities of body, mind, and speech. Well, there's some pretty ecstatic singing going on, dancing going on over on the right here. Okay, and here's an interesting little analysis. One could refer back to this when going through the 64 items. So the first 10 injunctions, take shelter, take diksha, serve the guru. And then second 10 prohibitions. Then remaining 44 angas. First 11 items are of the whole body. The next 5 items are of the voice. So engagement of the body, engagement of the voice. Next 2 items are for the taste. 1 item, number 4 is for smell. 1 item for touch. 2 for sight. 1 for hearing. 9 items for the mind. 4 items tadiya seva. The word tadiya means related to that. Tat, it's tat, means related to the Lord, related to that one. So service into objects or elements, principles that are related to the Lord. And then 3 mixed items. 11 is 5 important items repeated. And then we have glorification of the 5 prominent angas, Murti Bhagavatam, Krishna Bhakta, Nama, Mathura Mandala. So that was chapter 6 of Nectar of Devotion. We just did a whirlwind tour of chapter 6. And chapter 7, we can maybe start with this. First 18 items. First 10 do's and first 8 don'ts are further explained. Guru, most important first 3 items. Guru introduces one to all the other items of sadhana and guides the disciple in their application. Thus, without accepting guidance from the spiritual master, proper execution of the remaining 61 items of sadhana bhakti is not possible. In the 11th canto, what is it, chapter 3, is this verse, famous verse Prabhupada quotes, Tasmat gurum prapadyeta jigyasu shreya uttamam shabde pare chanishnatam brahman yupasamashrayam. And then the next several verses kind of summarize what the guru would be teaching to the disciple. So it's interesting, you can get a head start before you even meet the guru. You can read the 11th canto, chapter 3, and know in advance what he's going to tell you. Okay, accepting shelter of the lotus feet of the bona fide guru. Srila Rupa Goswami lists this first because it's the most important foundational principle, practice. Spiritual Master shows one how to execute all other practices of pure devotional service. Without accepting his shelter, one does not have effective access to any of the other practices. Now, someone might ask, because we see in our society some devotees who, after years and years and years and years, they don't accept formal initiation. It's interesting. I mean, there is a comment from Prabhupada that if one is chanting Hare Krishna, that means this person has been accepted by Lord Chaitanya, which kind of suggests something like some kind of initiation. But one does a little bit wonder, that's what we were missing. We're getting the, what is it called? Adan. Yesterday, I learned a new Arabic word yesterday. Irafa. Not Irafa, Arafah. Arafah. Yesterday was a special day for, in Islam, it was Arafah. And Arafah is the most important day in the performance of the Hajj, which is the pilgrimage to Makkah. But if one is not on that pilgrimage, still it's celebrated. Why is it celebrated? It's a time when Allah gives special mercy. And one is recommended to fast on that day, but it's not required. I found this out because yesterday morning, a lot of things were coming from Mayapur over here. There were music, and then there was what sounded like preaching, and then there was some recitation, and then there was something else and something else. It went on quite some time, and it was unusual. So I thought, what is this? So what do you do when you have a question nowadays? You go on Google and you ask. And there it was. It said 28th of November is Arafah. Anyway. Yes, so this is the quote, 11:3:21. One must understand the futility of sense gratification, become frustrated with it, and abandon one's dreams and plans for happiness in material life. Then, to obtain positive relief from material suffering, one must seek a genuine transcendentalist and accept guidance from him. This kind of echoes also what we find in classical Vedanta. What is it called? Chatustaya, I don't know. There's 4 things one brings as qualification to the guru, like having been already from the start, one should be finished with material life like that. Okay. Who is a bona fide spiritual master? Okay, this is English translation of that Tasmat Gurum Prapadita. The qualification of a spiritual master is that he must have realized the conclusions of the scriptures by deliberation and arguments, and thus be able to convince others of these conclusions. He can control the 6 types of sense gratification. Interesting, it mentions conclusions of the scriptures by deliberation. Deliberation means, thinking about it. Not just, I don't know, some sort of mindless absorbing. And arguments, it says. Okay, then initiation and learning how to practice devotional service. Unshakable faith in his words. The rite of Diksa formally expresses this absolute faith. Now there's a definition of Diksa. Which I wrote down and I learned, but I learned it last week, so I don't remember it this week. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, now we have crying kids from the other house. This is Malaysian group. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, here we are. Yeah, there. Yata kanchanatam yati kangsyang vidanata. That's interesting. Tata diksha vidanena dvijatvam jayate rinam. So there's a comparison being made. Yata tata. As gold happens, yati, goes to gold. Kamsyam, kangsyam is bell metal. rasavidanata, from the transformation, the rasavidana, which I think Prabhupada translates it sometimes as an alchemical process. Alchemical. So alchemists have, over the ages, they've been very keen to create gold out of something else, such as bell metal. Actually, what they do, I read, the theory is that all objects can be reduced down to fundamental matter, and that fundamental matter then can, from that, then you can make something else. That's alchemy. How's that for a simple explanation of someone who has no idea? Tata, similarly, Diksha vidanena. So Diksha is now compared to alchemy. It's an alchemical process. Dvijatvam jayate nrinam. Dvija means twice born. Dvijatvam means the state of being twice born. That's the abstract noun. Jayate means arises or happens. Nrinam, of human beings. Yeah, so that's kind of nice. I like the idea that it's alchemical. Okay, and I really was kind of amused that she chose this picture. Obeying the orders of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. We have in the middle, of course, Radha Damodar, who are now at Gita Nagari farm being very nicely worshipped. Very beautiful deities. On the right, you see a young Tamal Krishna Goswami. And on the left, you see a young Vishnu Jana Goswami. And this was some kind of program, I don't know what, where it was. They were traveling with the deities. They had this program going around the country and making public programs. Hare Krishna. I'm going to stop there and please turn off macOS reactions. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, so let me just see now. Next week, what's next week? Next week, yeah, I think we can still meet next week. Why not? Okay. Right. That's basically it for today because I have another meeting. Actually, we're meeting with one young second-generation devotee. He was in the Gurukula in Vrindavan, but he's now a lawyer, and he is engaged in a project called Earth Law, and we want to hear from him about that. Very briefly, Param, you wanted to say something? We don't hear you because you are muted. Hare Krishna, Hare.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Dandavad
Krishna.
pranams. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Jai.
Yes, greetings from ISKCON Kargar.
Kargar.
Kargar, this is Navi, Mumbai.
Ah.
Yes, it is a new project.
Yes, big project.
Yeah, it's quite big and a long time under construction.
Yeah.
And I had a quite nice story to tell, maybe to inspire. That I was on a call. I've been in the countryside in South India, quite disconnected. Just very rarely attending to my phone. But having to know that I will come at some point to Mumbai, I have called one great sort of supporter patron of this project, Mr. Hinduja. He's Mr. Prakash Hinduja. And we had a short conversation and he asked me, that I should come to Kargar. He said, why don't you come to Kargar and help devotees here to with the museum. There is an idea to produce a Srila Prabhupada museum. So I came for that. And I had a first meeting today with the temple president. And immediately I started to talk about lighting.
Oh, yes, your favorite topic.
Yeah. And then it was probably something, also a little bit analytical. And so I said, and the temple president responded, oh, but you have a mustache, how is it that follower of Srila Prabhupada can have a mustache? So I don't know what to say. I said, oh, so because of this, there is a question in the air of the topic. And he says, yes. But then it was like a little lightly, he put it up a little bit lightly. But then I looked it up, why Srila Prabhupada said that devotees should shave, male. And then apparently it was that because of in the early days, many hippies would join. And many followers were people, they were not sure whether they are hippies or they are devotees. So Prabhupada says that, devotees should shave and be clean, sort of clean appearance. But in today's context, I don't think that, if devotee has a little bit of hair, then it's like that. But in his mind, it was still like relevant today. And then today in the afternoon, we had a lovely meeting. Actually, he called also devotees from the architecture, the architects of the place. And then we had like 3 hours of really nice exchange on lighting and how we should also open our mind in what's in research, in current research in terms of artificial light, because this is something that even Srila Prabhupada would not discuss much, isn't it? The lighting design, for example, and the lighting is developing in a way that it's almost like instant food.
Param, at this point, I need to.
Yes, I know.
Request that we stop because I need to have a little time before my next meeting. But
yes.
It's good to know that you're there and nice that you're engaged like that.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. And I do apologize about the writing project. I had to do so many things, but I will write in the meanwhile something.
Okay.
It was not intentional. It was an intentional thing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And to all of you who are here with us today, wishing you a wonderful week and stay safe and stay sane. Thank you, all of you who have been translating. Special austerity. Good. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavarinda ki jai. Bhaktarinda ki jai. Shri Mayapur Dham ki jai. Gaur Namaste. Hari
Jai.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Guru
Hare Krishna
Maharaj.
Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All glories to single devotee.